this.
Welcome to the Big Ten, Oregon. They storm the field at Autzen.
This is why you come to Oregon. That's a good football team. Hard to stop. Our guys stopped it tonight. They scored enough. They threw enough jabs. We get the dub.
A historic game in Eugene in more ways than one. Thanks for joining us here at 11. I'm John Adams. We're all still coming down from the excitement of today's matchup between Oregon and Ohio State. Rolando Sanchez was there and brings us the highlights.
The hype was on another level for this game, one of the most anticipated home regular season games we've ever seen. The first of its kind, featuring a top 3 matchup inside Autzen Stadium. And the Oregon Ducks rose to the occasion, putting all of college football on notice. A scene like no other, an electric atmosphere. Official attendance, 60,129, an Autzen Stadium record. Number 2 Ohio State versus 3rd-ranked Oregon. The first ever top 3 matchup in Eugene. And it looked like a long day ahead for the Ducks after the Buckeyes took the opening drive 75 yards on 10 plays for the first score of the day. Oregon's offense just as good, reeling off more rushing and passing yards than the Buckeyes. Receiver Evan Stewart had a career best 7 catches, 149 yards, and 1 touchdown. Just before the end of the half, Dylan Gabriel and Tez Johnson connecting on a 48-yard touchdown. Ducks take a 1-point lead at the break. Gabriel tossed for 341 yards, 2 TDs. He also rushed for a touchdown, giving the Ducks a 29-28 advantage early in the fourth quarter. Both teams exchanging field goals. Central Catholic High grad Atticus Sappington drilling the go-ahead 19-yard field goal with under 2 minutes to go. And the Ducks defense holds on, bending but not breaking. Ohio State runs out of time, and Oregon wins 32-31, a signature victory in the Dan Lanning era, and one of the biggest regular season wins in program history.
It's unbelievable. Like, words can't be explained for this game right here. I mean, the whole nation had this game circled on their calendar, and so did we. So we came out here and showcased that tonight.
You just touched on that. What type of a statement did you guys make tonight for the rest of college football?
Hopefully everybody stops sleeping on us now. I mean, nobody believes in us and we don't care. So we're going to keep proving them wrong.
You know, we all knew what we were getting into, a dogfight and 2 heavyweights going at it. But that's what college football is all about. We're excited for that opportunity and took advantage of it.
Our fans, our players, man, those guys work so dang hard to get moments like this. And again, you might not believe me, but regardless of result, I was going to be so proud of our guys and how they competed tonight because I know how hard they work, right? And they asked them before the game to leave it all on the field, give me everything you got, and they did that tonight.
Head coach Dan Lanning summed it up by saying, quote, "We're not done." The Ducks have everything in front of them, now 6-0. The next step, a trip to Purdue Friday night. Reporting from Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Rolando Sanchez, KGW Sports.
Well, turning now to our weather. So far this fall has given us some incredible weekends, and today was no different. The good news is more sunshine and warm weather on the way for Sunday. The bad news is, well, let's bring in meteorologist Joe Ranieri to tell us more about that. Hey, Joe.
Hey there, John. Yeah, we're going to be looking at perfect conditions heading into tomorrow. Cool and cloudy conditions in a few locations, patchy areas of fog at times. But going into the later part of the afternoon, it's going to be staying sunny and warm with temperatures in the mid to the upper 70s. Now, that's the good news, obviously. The bad news is more typical fall weather starts to arrive heading into the early part of next week. Really, by late Monday afternoon and into Tuesday, we'll start to see some showers move through. So for tomorrow, you're going to be looking at temperatures in the 70s. So again, the patchy areas of fog will stick around for the first part of Sunday morning, but then we're going to be seeing temperatures anywhere from about 74 to 76 degrees. Currently from our Wells Fargo Tower camera, temperature of 59 degrees with clear skies, and across the metro area, yeah, we're already starting to see those temperatures drop a little bit, right around the low 50s throughout much of the west side of the metro area. Hillsborough 52 degrees, and in southwest Washington, Woodland looking at a temperature of 51. East side of the state, we're about to close out the evening with temperatures in the upper 40s, low 50s. A couple of advisories, John, is that air quality alert throughout parts of the central and eastern side of the state. But once we get a little bit of some precipitation falling, that should clear out. I'll talk more about your detailed forecast in just a few minutes.
All right, Joe, thank you. We'll see you later in the show. Well, students at a Vancouver area high school are grieving after a student athlete passed away in his sleep earlier this week. William Sloan, known by his friends as Liam, was a junior at Skyview High School. Coaches announced Friday on social media he died in his sleep, possibly from natural causes. His friends say he was a hard worker, a great student, and a loyal friend.
He'd always show excitement, big smile. I'd go throw a touchdown, I'd go give everybody high fives, and he'd come up and just give me a big hug.
It won't ever feel the same. It won't ever feel right. It just feels like we're gonna miss the heart and soul of our football team, man.
Friday, around 200 people paid their respects to Liam at a candlelight vigil. And today, his team took the field for a game and said they were going to play even harder in his memory. An update to a shooting investigation in North Portland. Police say a man who was shot earlier this month died after 5 days in the hospital. Around 5:45 p.m. on Friday, October the 4th, officers were called to a crash at Northeast MLK and Columbia Boulevard. There, they say 38-year-old Anthony Bell had been shot while in his car. Bell died in the hospital on Wednesday. The suspect or suspects left before police got to the scene. New tonight, it was a unique opportunity for people in Gresham to learn about Native American culture while taking part in it. Monday is National Indigenous Peoples Day, and so ahead of that, the Miss Indian Northwest organization held a celebration at Gordon Russell Middle School. It featured traditional Indigenous foods, an artisan market, plus cultural dances and games. This is the group's first time holding this event.
We saw that there was a need for more inclusion in our Native communities, and we really wanted to create that opportunity not just for our Native people to come celebrate, but also make it a learning opportunity for allies to come learn about Native people and to have a way to directly support them.
Indigenous Peoples Day replaced Columbus Day in Oregon back in 2021. And don't forget, you'll be able to hear from the top 5 candidates for Portland Mayor right here on KGW in the coming week. Join us in the Oregonian for the debate Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. You can watch it live here on KGW or streaming on our KGW Plus app. Well, if you're looking to have some good fun with friends or family this weekend, there's plenty of fall-themed activities to do around town. And that includes picking your own pumpkins. Our Celine Stevens went to one well-known pumpkin patch today and has more.
It's October, and that means it's the season for pumpkin picking. So I went to Sauvie Island, home to an over 20-acre pumpkin patch, complete with a maze, hay rides, and of course, the pumpkins.
We're gonna go get pumpkins. Oh yeah, we're gonna go get pumpkins.
I am excited to pick out a pumpkin.
We found some good ones, some decently sized ones, and then we found this big one right here.
Whether you like to carve pumpkins, roast their seeds, or make pumpkin pie, there's enough pumpkins for all of it at Sauvie Island.
It's 22 acres of pumpkins. It's a lot of pumpkins. Over 2 million pounds is what we've estimated of pumpkins out there.
And if pumpkins aren't your thing, there's still plenty of fun to be had. A gift shop, produce market, corn maze, hay rides, and more.
I'm really excited to hang out with my friends and go into the corn maze.
Every day I hear people say, we've been coming out here with my family for 30 years, 25 years. So, it's just that family tradition. People know that they're going to be able to come out here and have a good time.
Saturday's gorgeous weather had people of all ages enjoying the sun, like 15-year-old Jasper, who got this huge pumpkin.
And we went out there and we got a bunch. It's fun. I go with family. This is my best friend right here, practically family. So it's just fun.
These sisters also had a great time.
This is kind of tradition to go here every year. We've been going here since I was 1.
Large groups also came out, like members of Club Everyone, Me and You, a social club for neurodiverse adults and teens that's made coming out to the farm an annual tradition for the last few years.
We have a lot of people who may have been depressed or sad or lonely, and now they have a group to go hang out and do stuff with. What do you think, guys? Is this important to get out here and socialize?
Yeah, of course! Of course, a farm isn't complete without a barn, and there was one animal that certainly stood out.
And we've been visiting this one alpaca. His teeth are really messed up.
My favorite animal is an alpaca.
If you head out to Sauvie Island, prepare for heavy traffic coming in and out of the farm, but don't let that stop you from having a good time.
Do it. Bring your family. It's so much fun.
Now, if you have not made your way out yet, don't worry, you still have time. The farm doesn't close until October 31st, but then it stays closed until June when it's time for the berry picking. In Sauvie Island, Celine Stevens, KGW News.